Welcome to another installment of I'm Stuck in an Airport for 7 hours answering questions about Eduprotocols. Thanks for another one, Felicia. So, Felicia, this filter's freaking me out. Felicia asks about Nacho paragraph, which is one of the Eduprotocols that I'm not even sure is in a book. People might not know what it is. So, let's talk about that, and then I'm going to show you some fun ways to do it. So, at its super most basic, Nacho paragraph is a way for peer revision to happen. The way that I like to do it, which was taught to me by John Carippo, is I go to socrative.com and I open a short answer and I have the students write something. There's lots of different things you could have them write. It really doesn't matter. But then there's this cool function, and if you've used it, you know, where you can hit vote and then all of the students' examples show up on every student's individual device anonymously. But what's the nacho part? Well, they have to read them, and then I like to say choose one that you could make an improvement to that's like almost there, like a B or like a C plus. They copy and paste that onto a doc or a slide or a whatever. They make their own edits to it, and then they share it back in Socrative. So now the students have written one, they've revised one, and now they're reading the revisions where theoretically, like everything has gotten just a little bit better. But how about some ways to use this? I mean, of course, you can do things like write an introduction or write a short story or write a small informational paragraph. But I like pairing this with the random emoji power paragraph eduprotocol. If you don't know what that one is, you can go to eduprotocols.com/class, I believe it is, and there is a generator that will pull up 5 random emojis that have been, for the most part, curated for classes. Some people don't like that there's a poop emoji, but I say get over that. So then they have to take those 5 emojis and turn them into a short story or a whatever. I use it for argument. And so this is kind of a fun scaffold to get something writing. And then you throw that into Socrative and you have a student choose one and revise it and share it out. But there's other ways to use it too. Nacho Prezzo. I snag like a shared slide deck where all of my students are working in the same slide deck and they create some kind of presentation slide. Then, similarly, they claim a slide that they can make just a hair better. Maybe it's graphic design, maybe it's content, maybe it's color scheme, maybe it's grammar, maybe it's word choice. Maybe you give them things to look for. So now they've created a slide, they've edited a slide, and then they present a slide that isn't theirs again. The way I do this is I've got one of those clickers and I hand somebody the clicker and I say click, and then whoever's slide comes up, they have to present that as if it's yours. But once they understand the idea of the Nacho X, whatever it is, you can do this with anything. I've done it with 8 parts, I've done it with Parafly, lots of stuff.